All right, time for another segment. It's Wednesday, January the 28th, 2015. It's about 52, 53 degrees today. It's nice for January. Sunny day. So, this segment is going to be about, I always forget the seatbelt. Today's segment is going to be about working at my daddy's service station. My daddy, from about 1960 to about 1975, he owned a service station in Adamsville, Alabama, on Main Street. And he worked on lawnmowers at the station. It was a parade service station right up from the city hall in Adamsville there. Had it for about 15 years. Had a pretty good business. I never had to want for too much of anything. And anyway, a car like to run over me there. So I remember all my Christmases was good and everything. And I kind of grew up. When I was little, he used to get me up at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, because he used to haul his own gas. I'll show you here a picture of me in front of his old gas truck. It was about the size of a septic tank truck. It's probably what it used to be, I don't know. But he used to go down to Bermanport and pick up his gas and haul it down there, and sometimes he would carry me with me and carry me with him. And I remember going down there. There used to be a ferry down there that we used to have to get on to cross the river, the Little Warrior River. Well, that car's just sitting there. And anyway, it was kind of scary with that big gas truck sitting on the ferry. We'd get down there, and after I got up big enough, I started helping him down there, and I got a lot of my working knowledge working with him, how to make customers happy and everything. And it was a blast. It was fun. He taught me how to. He had a vulcanizing machine to fix flats. You know, they had inner tubes back then. And I don't know, it could be a blowout. Cows is sitting down. I don't know what that means. Cold weather, I guess, or rain. Anyway, my heater's on. I'm burning up. Anyway, he could fix a blowout on them inner tubes, because all he'd do is cut a big old piece of rubber, and it would melt that rubber on top of the hole. Pretty sufficient. He taught me how to fix flats and use the tire changing machine and everything. Man, I could change a flat in 20 seconds. I could have worked for one of them NASCAR drivers, I guess. I was pretty quick doing it. I had a big old, I think it was a 300 pound pressure air machine. Turning right here, cars behind me, let me pay attention here. Alright, he just act like he's can't wait. But I worked there a long time. I remember one summer, I worked all summer when I was about 15 years old, all summer for no pay. And he bought me a CB 160. I mentioned it in one of my other episodes there. He bought me that CB 160. It was black. It was bigger than everybody else around the community's motorbike. I thought I was a big dog. Bought me a big old helmet, shield in front of my face and everything. I'm going down Sellers Road right now. But I worked all summer for that, and I remember he paid $500 cash for it. Now the same one's probably $2,000-3,000, or even more probably. It was a Honda, and I've got a picture of it right here. That's my bike. But I remember one time he let me open the store up, or the service station up, and I went there, and he always, you know, he had a big old pot-belly stove in there to heat the place with, and he always dashed, you know, it was still kind of burning in it, and he sold kerosene. So he'd always get a little bit of kerosene and dash it in there, and it'd fire back up. Well, he didn't have no kerosene. So I thought, you know, maybe I can get just a little bit of gas, just a little bit, because I know what gas will do. So I got just a little bit. I bet it wasn't a thimble full. And I dashed it in that thing, and it come blowing back out at me. Caught my hand on fire that I was holding that little hickey with, and man, there was fire everywhere and I threw it back out the door, and I threw it right towards the gas pumps. So I had a flame all the way from me all the way to the gas pumps. And I was like, oh my God, and where the fire extinguisher was by the door, that's, you know, it was flaming right under it. So finally I got it out, but it put the fire out just like that. Boy, that could have been a disaster, you know. It scared me. And I remember another time, this car, he just had 2 pumps back then. Gas was $25.9 for regular, $32.9 for ethyl. There wasn't no middle grade then, no plus gas. It was just regular and ethyl. And he just had 2 pumps. So a car came in there and just, you know, and he's taught me well. As soon as he pulled in there, I ran out there. It was a service station. You know, we checked the oil, washed the windshield, done the works, you know. So he came out there. I went right out there, man. I gave him the gas. When I got back in the service station, Daddy jumped all over me. And I'm like, I went right out there. And he said, I don't care. He said, when you see their blinker come on from the road out there, he said, you be standing at that pump waiting on them. See, that's kind of business he had, and that's why he had a good business off of the main highways, because he treated people that way. And I remember this one guy, he used to all the time have visitors come in there and drink Coke, stuff like that. Here's a walking track door. But I remember he would, this guy, his name is Robert something or other, but he'd come in there and he was funny. He laughed at everything and anybody, and he would always say he'd get a Coca-Cola and peanuts to put in it, you know, salted peanuts, and he'd say, ice cold Coca-Cola, curl your hair and part your teeth, part your hair and curl your teeth. Part your teeth and curl your hair. Make you think you're a millionaire. That's what he said. Yeah. Anyway, as you heard, I just got a ding here, so I'm going to check it. Car's coming. Got another one. Wow. I may turn into the park right up here. But anyway, he had a good business right there, and I worked with him, and he wanted me to take over that service station. But, you know, it was in a bad part of Adamsville, and I just didn't feel safe doing that. So, and plus, I didn't want to run a service station. I wanted to drive a truck, so that's what I've done for 38 years. So, I'm pulling in here at the Dora City Hall at the park. So, you know, I didn't take it over, and he owned it from, I'm just guessing, probably 60 to 75, something like that. And he had a good business right there in Main Street, Adamsville, Alabama. So, see y'all next time on another segment. So, see y'all later.